God forbid we actually want to go to the gym and work on ourselves and lose weight.
You know, the day I realized I needed to lose weight,
it's a big yes food. Carbohydrates, it's literally what your body uses for energy.
Can you? Yes. Will you? No.
All right, so I'm on my hot girl walk.
Lose the weight. Okay, I usually do not respond to the trolls, okay? But I just had to. Okay? Because first of all, you're a girl, right? So, like, why are you hating like a man? Second, why are you hating, period?
When someone says, I don't respond to hate, and then immediately make a 2-minute video doing exactly that, you already know what kind of energy you're getting. This isn't confidence, it's delusion or insecurity. The entire fat acceptance or body positivity movement is built on this cycle, pretending not to care what people think while dedicating hours to proving that you do. And the joke, hating like a man, is probably something as harmless as the comment, you run? Not hate. Maybe sarcasm, but not harassment.
Like, girls supporting girls is really the move, okay? And like, for you to leave a comment like this on a video of me literally going to a sports store to buy shoes to go to the gym is crazy. It's crazy. Okay, no, but what it actually is y'all, and I don't mean like y'all, I mean like you, and people that think like this are crazy to me, because it's like, y'all talk so much mess about bigger women, bigger people, and then God forbid we actually want to go to the gym and work on ourselves and lose weight, y'all still find something to say. Like, girl, make up your mind.
This sounds okay on paper, except she's not in the gym in this video. She was literally in a store buying shoes. That's not progress. That's shopping. And it's interesting how the people most vocal about body positivity always seem to be the ones who get defensive the moment someone questions their lifestyle. If you're genuinely focused on health and weight loss, you don't need to turn off the comments. You don't need to clap back at random viewers. You just post, do the work, and let time prove your point. So you are not addressing the real issue. Buying shoes isn't the same as running. Posting gym intentions isn't the same as showing progress. If you're going to talk about getting fit, the results should speak for themselves. People can tell when you're talking more than you're doing. You are getting bigger and bigger.
Now, I'm not saying that you're going to catch me at the Olympics next year, okay? Because one thing about me, I'm not going to go to the Olympics, period. But one thing about me is that you will catch me at the gym getting my ass up, trying to get better for me, okay? So, sorry that you had the time and you thought you ate with that one, but no, Miss Girl, I just had to clock you for a second because I'm just not the one. And if you got nothing nice to say, just keep scrolling, okay? Just keep it moving.
But this is what happens when the fat acceptance narrative takes over. It stops being about health. So when she says, I'm not going to the Olympics, but you'll catch me at the gym, I wish that were true. But we've seen her videos. She's gaining weight, not losing it. And now, with the comments turned off, it's pretty obvious why. You can't preach confidence while silencing feedback.
You call me fat? You are. And you're not no better. You're fat too. Baby, look, there's a difference. Your shape's funny. I'm voluptuous. I have things in the right place. Like, there's a difference between you and I. You're not voluptuous. You're just fat. Okay.
Friendly fire would not be tolerated.
Next, we have an obese woman doing hip abductions in the gym. This is a complete waste of time if the goal is weight loss, which should be. And this is the problem with so much of this body positivity at the gym content. It's more about optics than results. You don't need to activate your glute medius when you're carrying an extra 100 pounds.
you know, the day I realized I needed to lose weight, it was so sad. I ordered Chinese food for myself, and it came with 6 sets of chopsticks. That's what they do. They're like, this is how many people we think are eating your food. I ordered Chinese food for myself, and the restaurant was like, oh my God, she's having a quinceañera. All the chopsticks.
Okay, now I have to Google what quinceañera is.
Don't forget Chinese restaurants are super frugal. If they sent you enough chopsticks for 6, they probably thought they were 8 of you.
Welcome back to my series. If you were my client, this is what I would tell you. I think it's like episode 2, episode 3. Anyway, I'm halfway through my client check-ins for the week, and there is a common pattern. So I've said this to a few clients, therefore I'm going to bring it to you. When you start wanting to clean up your eating, when you're focusing on whether the goal is weight loss, living a healthier lifestyle, just wanting to be better fueled by food, whatever it is, most people, what I'm noticing people do is they drop their carbohydrates away. So they don't have rice, they don't have potatoes, they stop having like wraps or bread because it's a no-no food. No, it's a big yes food. Carbohydrates, it's literally what your body uses for energy.
This sounds friendly, almost like nutritional self-care. But the problem is how simplified it is. Saying carbs give you energy, so eat more of them, skips the entire conversation about calorie balance, insulin response, and stored energy. A coach should know that. Anyone carrying extra body fat already has a huge energy reserve. That's what fat literally is, stored calories your body can use. And you don't fix low energy by dumping more carbs on your plate. You will do the opposite, more crashes. Instead, you fix your energy by improving sleep, hydration, and micronutrient intake, or by not undereating protein in the first place. The idea that every meal needs a starch ignores the fact that most people's diets are already carb-heavy. More isn't better. So, carbohydrates are literally what your body uses for energy is true, but incomplete. Your body also uses fat for energy. That's the reason stored fat exists. When you already have thousands of calories of backup fuel, constantly topping it off with rice and bread keeps you from ever tapping into it.
It's a big yes food. Carbohydrates, it's literally what your body uses for energy. So when you're thinking about like having a salad with some chicken or some steak or whatever, great choice. You've got protein, you've got vegetables, you've got some fats. I want you to think about the carbohydrate source. Can you add a wrap to it? Can you have like a crumpet on the side? Can you put it on rice? Can you have a potato? Can you have a sweet potato? Can you have pumpkin with it so that it's a well-balanced meal? Balanced meals still include carbohydrates. For the first like 3 weeks of the Great Lock-In, I noticed, well, actually my coach noticed I wasn't really eating many carbs, and I was wondering why I was tired. I've increased my carbs like 10 days ago, and I feel fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, steps feel easy, training feels easy, mental clarity is better, sleep's better. I'm waking up before my alarm. And previous clients who I've given this feedback to, and they've increased the amount of carbohydrates they're eating, have also noticed a difference. So just a PSA, if you're wanting to start eating cleaner, please don't miss your carbohydrates.
Feeling fantastic after raising the carb intake might be true in the short term, because carbohydrates trigger serotonin and quick glucose availability. But long-term coaching should distinguish between feeling better and getting better. So yes, good fitness advice isn't about demonizing or glorifying carbs. But blanket statements like, "Don't miss your carbohydrates," can backfire on people trying to lose weight. But fat online coaching is all about keeping your clients forever. So, fat forever.
What about PCOS? I've been told to go low carb.
How about adding juicing to your diet? Oh, no. You don't need to add anything to your diet. You need to subtract things from your diet. Your diet is big enough. That's why you big. You keep adding more things, you're going to get even bigger. How do you find your body fat percentage? Look in the mirror. Are you fat? Mirror on the wall. Who has the biggest back of them all? You do. Do home workouts build muscle for you? No. Can you? Yes. Will you? No. Matter of fact, let's do yoga right now. Everybody do yoga. I'm in my asana flow. Okay, we just did yoga. Now what? Nothing. You're still big. Everybody put your knee on your forehead. Boom, we doing Pilates. Everybody put your knee on your forehead. We doing Pilates right now. So what happens after you do Pilates? Your back is still big. You look a mess. No offense. I'm looking at your profile photo now. You look a mess. Just based on the profile photo? We going photo for photo? Body photo? Never mind. Is my stomach bloated or fat? It's fat. What if I lose weight and build muscle but my face is still ugly? Well, you want to see a plastic surgeon.
Alright, so I'm on my hot girl walk. I paused Lady Gaga because I'm in the middle of a thought process. And ultimately, I think I've come to the conclusion that motivation doesn't exist. It doesn't exist how we think it exists, in the sense that this magical feeling is going to get you up off the couch and going for a walk or going to the gym or playing a sport.
This is actually a decent point. Most people wait around for the perfect mood before they act, and that day never comes. But what she's describing isn't some new revelation. It's called discipline. Motivation gets you started once. Discipline keeps you going when every excuse sounds reasonable.
And I think when we talk motivation, health, and fitness, it really comes from results and change and a feeling. But it's not the catalyst itself. It's a byproduct of your choice. For example, you go for a walk. You feel great afterwards. You're like, okay, moving my body is great. I love how it makes me feel. And you ride that high to keep it going.
Motivation is a byproduct of action. Sure, that's true for about an hour, but fitness isn't built on an hour. That walk high disappears fast if your diet, sleep, and recovery aren't in check. The real catalyst for change is structure.
So take this as your sign, this in the pink clouds. Motivation's not real. You have to create your own motivation. You are your own source of motivation. And there's not a feeling in the universe that's all of a sudden just gonna happen and help you change your life. It's just you. You're responsible for that. Anyways, here's some more pretty pink clouds, and that concludes my hot girl walk thoughts.
The bigger truth about fitness is that the majority of fat loss comes from diet, roughly 70 to 80% of the equation, according to multiple meta-analyses in obesity reviews. You can walk miles every day, but if you're still in a calorie surplus, nothing changes. So, yes, motivation is overrated. The people who change their bodies don't rely on vibes or weather, but on habits.
Making the choice to take care of and love yourself is euphoric. Wish I realized this owner for myself.
I have this weird feeling no one's gonna love me anyway. Like, I have this weird feeling no one's gonna love me anyway. Like, I stepped on my shower mat. Like, and I have excoriation.
Lose the weight. Lose the weight. Listen, everything that you think in your life is good is going to be better. Your life will be in HD. Listen to me, guys, okay? I've lost just under 10 kilos in roughly a month, naturally, because I'm not a punk. You're not about to sell me that Ozempic, Kilimanjaro, what. I'm not putting that shit into my body. I don't care if Serena Williams is doing it. She had a baby. You don't have a baby. You're just fat and you don't have self-control. So we're not doing Ozempic. You can do this shit naturally, okay? You a strong, down-ass bitch. You don't need any drug. You just need this. You just need this. You need to eat less, okay? You need to go to the gym. You can go to bed a bit hungry sometimes. You're not gonna die. Like...
This is actually some decent advice. Eat less, move more. Don't depend on drugs like Ozempic to fix what habits created. That's the core of real fitness.
Like, just lose the weight, guys. I swear, I promise I wouldn't tell you this if I didn't want you to do it. Do it! Like, I understand we are body positive. We always will be. Yes, we can be curvy and fit and lovely, okay? But be fit and get in the best shape of your life. I'm not saying let's get skinny, because skinny does not look good on everybody, okay? Okay?
Thin doesn't look good on everybody. Maybe, but for sure, obesity doesn't look or feel good for anybody. What most people want isn't thin, it's capable. Able to run upstairs without gasping, lift something heavy without pain, wake up energized. That comes from maintaining a healthy body fat range. And saying fat and fit sounds inclusive, but data from the CDC and World Health Organization show that higher body fat levels increase risk for heart disease, insulin resistance, and joint stress. You can have muscle under body fat, but that doesn't make the excess weight healthy.
Okay, we're not trying to all look skinny, but give yourself the chance to get into the best shape you've ever been in and watch your life change. That car you're driving, that's not your real car. That house you live in, that's not your real house. That job you have, that's not your real job. Pretty privilege is a thing. Fitness privilege is a thing. Whoever said it's not a thing is lying. They're trying to keep you looking not your best so that they have less competition. Get on those bitches' necks. Lose the weight. Don't give them a chance. Skabafa chance. Who are you? The girl with the fat ass and no waist. Or the guy with the big biceps. Lose the weight, okay? Eat less, have sex. Don't have sex, because you're a child of God. Get in the gym. Eat clean. Get lean. Get mean. Grrr. Oh my God, look at my cheekbones, guys.
The message underneath this rant is actually solid. Take ownership, skip shortcuts, build discipline. But the science is clear. Fitness privilege isn't about looks. It's about how consistent habits reshape health outcomes. If you're serious about transformation, focus on the unglamorous things. Calorie awareness, structured workouts, adequate sleep, patience.
Not Kilimanjaro.
Ozempic, Kilimanjaro, what? I'm
Hopefully the wind blows you here, fat ass.
The wind doesn't need to blow me here, bro, because I'm here more than you anyway. If you're gonna talk shit, at least do your research. It's embarrassing.
And before you start making plans for brunch, just remember, your big ass knows what everything tastes like already. Find out what it feels like to have your dream body. Get up.